still ain't catch it. That a maybe equals a no?
I mean,
right. No, it don't.
I get that, but it doesn't, technically.
Oh, I know.
I'm not in the joke, so
No.
I'm going to just look shocked.
Oh. It's a little pity. A little pity.
I mean, we're tapping back into a series that we haven't done since episode 2. So
186 episodes.
ago.
186 episodes.
That's how many?
Yeah.
For Stranger Things?
Since our
review, since y'all
review Stranger
okay.
Things. 186 episodes.
I was like, I know good and damn well they wasn't on for over 10 years.
I mean, technically,
yeah. Technically, yes.
Technically. But let's get into it, guys. Good evening. This is the Was It Good Though podcast about movies, TV shows, and Stranger Things. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And we are joined today with two of our lovely friends, starting with the creator, podcast host of the Real Movie Lovers podcast. Also, she is the creator owner of the NXG Global Productions. Miss Lisa, how are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for that introduction. Thank you for having me again.
Right.
No, definitely always a blessing. Always a great chat when you come on. Let the people know what you got going on and what's coming in the future for you and all your endeavors, man.
Okay. So I am currently working on editing season 2 of the Zombie Chronicles show. The first season's on Tubi. You can watch it for free. It's drama comedy, no horror. The Real Movie Lovers podcast, I'm bringing it back like around March. I'm going to spend the first quarter really hammering down some of the stuff. And I also am on another podcast. Well, it's more like reaction videos, art reactions on YouTube. We watch movies and talk about it, react to them. And you can catch me at the next Go Reactions on YouTube. Okay, that's everything, I think.
And also joining us from the Talking Ish podcast, a podcast amongst friends, your neighborhood friendly super Negro, Anthony. How are you today? I messed it up again. God damn it! God damn it!
You were doing so good, but now it
was 1 week. It was one week, actually.
Well, I mean, you see, I tried to uplift you, my brother, but if you want to beat yourself to the ground like fine.
Because Anthony was like, damn.
Right.
God. That's how Mike was looking at 11. He was like, damn, what you doing over there?
Why are you there? It is your friendly neighborhood super Negro. Yes. Thank y'all once again on a back-to-back run. I'm feeling good to be invited once again for another great episode reviewing a very good series in its finale tier. And I am 1/4 of the Talking Isha podcast amongst friends. Little podcast that's done with me, Helene, Britt, and Rhea. We drop every Wednesday on YouTube, as well as you can get us audio and video on Spotify and just audio on Apple Pod. So come join us, get into the conversation, because we do talk about every and anything. Are we going to punch a 6-year-old? Sure, we will. Are we going to, talk about salacious sexual activities in the shed? Of course we will. Are we going to talk about a certain person who came on the podcast talking top shit that we were talking top shit about her and she's got red dreads? Yes, she was there. And guess what? We appreciated her. We're not talking about Lisa. We're talking about Jazz's ass. But again,
my locks are not red, Anthony.
Not yet. I'm seeing in the picture. No, no, no. We just appreciate everybody who shows up, and we love folks who come and join our conversation because, hey, without it, I'd just be working a regular 9 to 5 and having no fun. So please watch us, subscribe, hit that blue thumb, and oh my God, my nephews, go to bed, you sons of. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love
Let it
y'all.
rip. Don't let it
Oh no,
rip.
no, 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 no. 2026 CPS is not coming to the house. No, no, sir. But no, thank
um,
y'all once again. Seriously, I truly appreciate being here every time.
we appreciate you, sir. We appreciate you as well. And if you don't know, last week on episode 187, we did our wrap 2025 wrap and 2026 unwrapped episode. We recap everything in 2025 in movies, TV, and music. Next week, we are
Hmm?
getting into Baby Boy, one of the greatest black cinemas
Stop.
ever put out in the world. Yes, can't wait to get into that. But if you missed it, you didn't catch it, this podcast started 4 years ago. 186 episodes. We did season four. We did season four. That's just how long this shit's been out. It's been out long enough for us to get season four and season five. But look how much time has passed in between. Yes, we are back with Stranger Things season five. We get to talk about the series finale today. We are concluding the phenomenon that was and is Stranger Things, and Jazz is going to walk us through the upside down. So, to her, I go.
Man, we not walking. We're gonna get right to it. But I have two things I definitely want to make sure to mention at the top of the episode because I wasn't able to mention it last week. Isaiah Whitlock Jr. passed away about two
Mm.
weeks ago. So I definitely want to say RIP to that talented brother. If you do not know who he is, he was in The Wire, Your Honor, The Resident, Atlanta, The Five Bloods, just to name a few. Very talented brother. And if you are not following us on our socials, we were able to update our podcast logo. So definitely want to give a shout out to J Dub, aka Jasmine, who was also Lisa's daughter. She was able to use her talents to hand draw our new logo. So definitely want to give her a shout out. Thank you so
All right.
much for
Way to
that.
go. That is an awesome logo.
Thank
Y'all paid
you.
And
that young
before
lady, didn't y'all?
we
Yes.
did, and before
Damn,
that,
Anthony.
and before, and in honor of Isaiah Whitlock Jr. and to Anthony, that slick ass comment,
Right.
shit.
Shit.
Oh
But
man, you know
yes,
what? I at first I was about to say, oh, would it be cool to say rest in she, but not for him. For folks
right.
we don't like, we use that. You know, for certain folks you can't stand. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear. You know what? To you, rest in
I know it's
she.
a few people
And
we could probably use that for, especially from last year.
whoo,
But
oh yeah.
we gonna leave that alone. Let's get to some Stranger Things, y'all. Before we get too
Mm-hmm.
deep into it, I definitely want to say, like, after 9 years with multiple pauses, we are finally at the end of this series. Now, I would definitely love to get you guys' opinions, not too much details, but just something quick of like how this ride has been for you. Lisa, I'm gonna start with you on that question. How has the Stranger Things ride been for you?
It's been pretty good, honestly. I have enjoyed every season. Like everyone else, season two was like a little bit of a like okay, but it was still good. It was still good. And I enjoyed watching my children, honestly. Like they're teens, and when we started watching it, like it's been 10 years, like it's just crazy just to see where we started and how we ended and how they literally grew up with these characters and the bridging of the younger generation and the older generation enjoying something like with such a callback to
Right.
the nostalgia of the 80s. It's it's very unique, it's not something that's done so easily, and whether or not the discourse is, positive or negative, this is like one of the still strongest like moments in entertainment where generally everyone has come together to discuss, to talk about, to kind of like divulge. And, it's because of the differing streaming and all that other stuff, it's harder for that to happen nowadays.
Right. I can definitely see that. Anthony, what about you?
I'll be honest. It was one of the last shows I truly remember water cooler talk still existing.
Mm.
Even though I do believe what the first few seasons it was all binge, right? They dropped all at
Yeah,
one
it
time.
was always
Yeah, they
all at once.
Yeah.
Yes,
always want all at once. So it was that who's gonna sit there and watch how many episodes a season? I think it was between 8 and 9 episodes, I believe, per season.
it was typically 8 every
Yeah.
season.
Who was gonna champion and get through it so they could really talk about it the next day at work. And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed every minute of it. The breaks made me kind of lose excitement at
Mm.
one point,
Mhm.
because it was like 2016, 2017. Okay, we're gonna take a little break. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Came back 2 years later. Then you come back 3 years later. And then you come back another 3 years later. So it was like, okay, I'm cool. But it truly was a good ride. A lot of highs, not too many lows. And Erica for president. That's all I'm gonna say.
That part.
Mm.
Jason, how's it been for you?
Man, my daughter will be 10 in 10 days. My daughter will be 10 in 10 days. So from her not being able to watch it to her being able to watch it, but her mom kind of monitoring how much of it she watches because of how
Mm-hmm.
dark season 4 got,
Yeah.
was a thing. But it wasn't something that I was early on. I think a lot of people was talking about it, and I kind of jumped into what it was, and then I kind of understood why people enjoyed it so much, with just the background, the science fiction, and everything. And it was that us. It was almost like us and our kids being able to have something that felt as if it came from the 80s, but it was made for us, and again something that we could actually share with the people that was above, people that was older than us, but also someone like me who had kids at that point. So I definitely enjoyed the show for the most part. Like I said, I do hate those breaks that they were taking in
Hmm.
between, especially like I said, when it comes to like 3 years. I do think they should have possibly integrated that into the show a little bit, because I think it could have benefited from being able to add that into the show, and still make it compelling, even though they tried to keep them at a certain point. But yeah, that's my thoughts. What about you, Jazz?
I definitely enjoyed it. I have the same sentiments as you when it comes to the breaks, and Anthony as well. It's just it kind of made me lose steam a little bit, but then also forced me to do rewatches, which I didn't have an issue with. Y'all know I'll definitely do a rewatch, but at least I didn't even think about with seeing the characters from season one to where they are now, because I haven't gone back to season one since we did our review for season four, which was
Mm.
3 years ago. And so before we decided to do this review, I definitely turned on season one. I was going to try to get through season one before this, but unfortunately I wasn't able to, just to see them so young. And then to see where they are now, it's just like, damn, we definitely saw them grow up. And I think with doing a revisit, I wish I would have started from season one before season five started, because then I think I would have definitely appreciated the ending a lot more. But we'll definitely get to that. But just to see their growth and the things that they were able to go through this in series, it was definitely beautiful to see. But before we get into season five, let's figure out, where season four left off with us. The crew definitely is back together because they were separated majority of season four. Max is still in the hospital because Vecna was about to get her up out of here, but he broke her body up. And the upside down is led into town. So season 4 ended with, okay, there's a standoff. They know Vecna is still out there. They need to go prepare to get him. And then we wait 3 years. And then we have season 5 opening up to preparations and them going on different missions. But I do love how this season was able to give the characters side quest. And I think one of the biggest side quests that we kind of saw in episode 1 was Dustin. We see how Dustin is still coping with the loss of Eddie and how it seems like everybody else seems to may have moved on from that, but he's still carrying that, with Hellfire wearing the shirt around school and still getting bullied. So, Anthony, how did you feel about Dustin throughout this season, where we picked him up at the beginning of this, and of course as his character went on through the season?
I think he was the anchor of it all in a lot of ways. Like Dustin became the breakout star for this season. Um, I always thought he was the comic relief. Out of all of them, he was the nerd
Mm-hmm.
of the crew. You know, while you saw, I mean, Will and his bowl cut, yeah, cool. But Mike grew up to be Big Mike. Lucas grew up to be that dude, Lucas. You know, Dustin was the one that really stayed stuck in what he felt was was a perfect time capsule, and that was being young, loving D&D, loving being with his friends. And when he meets Eddie in season 4, that was kindred spirits. And I think Eddie was the one that really inspired him to, as they say, unlock a cheat code and level up. Because when he comes walking down the hall in school, I mean, he's walking kind of badass. He's got some, he's got some bravado on him. And when his jacket opens and you see Hellfire Club and everything, and everybody's looking at him like he's become a pariah,
Right.
almost a devil amongst the angels, if you want to say it that way. He doesn't care. He no longer cares. He doesn't have that. He was always, what's his little girl used to call him, Dusty Buns. He was always Dusty Buns. He was the cute little, um and no disrespect to his looks, but he was the funny looking one. The cute little funny one with the chubby cheeks and the little chickly teeth. We know that was his condition. But regardless, it's what made him so unique out of everybody else.
Right.
And I thought he really took over this season. Like he had the most dramatic moments
Yeah,
out
for
of
sure.
everybody. And L is supposed to be the one, but Dustin, it was his season. And I'm glad he got to shine in, because he deserved it. That character deserved those moments that he
Yeah,
that he had.
And
for
and
sure.
can I and then can I say that, like, in a way Dustin's always been that dude that way, because I remember, I think season 2 or 3, when they're starting to get like older, like he's the first one, no fear, straight out the gate, go up to girls at
Mm-hmm.
the dance, like what's good. Like, no, I turned him down, made him feel bad, but like he was not afraid to just be himself and go forward. And I always
Right.
appreciate that about him. And I absolutely agree with you, which is why he was on my list for my favorite actor, my
Mm-hmm.
favorite actor of the year, because like he, like you said, he brought it. I've always loved Dustin, always. And this season, oh my gosh, like, oh, just calm down, Dustin. I'm getting a little
It's like my
tired.
eyes are already watery. Like I need you to
Right.
scale it back a little bit. You putting too much dip on the chip. Like let it breathe. But
I think. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no,
My bad.
no, I was gonna
I,
ask a question, but what you got, Anthony?
mhm. No, I was just gonna say he, as you know how they say about rappers and singers. Oh my God, sounds like they singing or rapping like the Rennies do. He was definitely acting this season like the rent was due, and the landlord was about to staple the eviction notice on the door. Like
Yeah,
he understood the assignment, and I I guess when the end is here, the run is done. those last steps, all those, those last steps you're running, or the last steps you're walking, they're the most um cherished.
Hmm.
And you gotta really finish strong. So I think that's what he did. He just said, "Fine, fuck it. I know the script is stilted. I know the words seem a little weird, but I'm gonna say them anyway. And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bring it.
I'm
So
definitely excited to see him in future projects. But
Hmm.
yeah, I,
Same.
I would love to see him in other things too.
yeah. But Jason, let me ask you because we see Will, Mike, and oh, what's my
You
boy name?
Lucas?
Lucas?
Lucas, yes. We see them pretty much talking about Dustin at the lunch table. Do you think they kind of failed him a little bit on the friendship side of not understanding that he's still carrying the pain and hurt and hell trauma of um Eddie dying because he was there when Eddie got killed or the aftermath?
I don't think I think failed is a bit much for some high school kids because everybody doesn't necessarily understand, or every death doesn't hold the same weight for everybody. Um, and just like with Will, they tried to be there as much as they could. And I think they always were around speaking and talking. And Dustin was just on a path of destruction. Like he was just on that path anyway. So I don't think it would have mattered what they would have said or what they would have done. Because even when he was in the wrong, in my personal opinion, they still stood up for him and they called him out afterwards. And
Hmm.
he kept on doing even like Steve. Steve was the person he was the closest with, like as we seen it on the screen. They had all been best friends forever, but he had got closer with Steve.
Right.
So even Steve had told him like, bro, you like out here on suicide missions. You like supposed to, because if we're talking about people failing people, now Dustin failed them because he had a job to do, and instead of doing their job, he's still over here doing side missions, side quests, messing with people, the bullies and things like that. That he didn't have to do that. Um, you know, but
Well, didn't they mess with him
Mm,
first?
Yes.
no.
they stepped to him, yes, but he could have let that go and went to
Yeah.
they told him they had a crawl. Let's go to the crawl. But instead
Right.
of doing
Right.
that, he went to the school. He took the snake out. He put it in the dude locker. And
Right. I remember that.
prior to going to the meetup spot, he went to Eddie's grave and got jumped.
Right.
He didn't know
And
he
he
was
got
going to get jumped there though.
Yeah,
That
and
wasn't what he's supposed to have been doing though.
but Jason, remember, like it wasn't just like they were sullying Eddie's name, and he just couldn't stay back and not like say something about it or do something about it. Like
I get
that thing, they wanted Dustin to keep a low profile, like just let it go. Just we're trying to, our mission, which was an important mission, but
No one man is bigger than no one man is bigger than the mission though. And you doing side quests to try to help that right now, Eddie,
Mhm.
we can get Eddie. Right now, the person that took Eddie from us is what we trying to go focus on. So if you really
Right.
care about Eddie enough, let's finish that.
But
Again,
but again, these are high school kids.
so
Just
why
like
you
you
say then
said.
why did you say that they failed him?
No, no,
You
no.
asked me if
I
you
did,
asked
but
me if they failed him. They didn't. I'm going to put more. I'm going to hold more against Dustin for not getting it together just like they had to. Everybody has lost and seen things have had lost and lost. All these different things have happened over these 5 years or these years that we've been following them. So
Right.
everybody's had to take some like serious stuff within it. Now Dustin being and not being able to handle that doesn't make how he's going through it any more worse than what anybody else is going through in
Right.
that.
But at the end of the day, you can't tell people how to grieve and how to react.
yeah.
You just
You're
can't.
right.
And
That's why you get your ass beat and take it.
well, again,
That's he
but it didn't stop him. It
It
didn't
did.
stop
it
him from
didn't.
continuing to be who he was.
Well,
And
it stopped him from doing what he was supposed to do. But you're right, it didn't stop him from
true,
doing what he was
true.
supposed
But now, who's to
to.
say he wasn't going to the grave anyway? He knew what time it was. He was going to the grave. He
This
knew
true.
he had to be there at a certain time. The bullies stopped that. But
Yeah.
but for me, I look at it like this. I agree with you with Steve. But the thing with Steve, that's a different relationship. Eddie and Dustin were basically, I
The
don't want to say
same.
peas in the pod. They were basically the same. They were
Yeah.
true outsiders. And it is dope that Steve the Hare Harrington um was one of those cool kids, was always at the table hanging out with the jocks and the soon to be yuppies, right? Accept you and wanting to be your friend. Eddie was just, I am you in about another 5 years. And Dustin said, that guy right there, he understands me 110%. And also, you got to keep in mind, Lucas got an old lady, Mike got an old lady, Will got his bowl cut, and a neurotic mama,
And a crush.
Dust and a crush, a unrequited love. Dustin didn't have felt like he was that fifth wheel, if it, and he's really the fourth wheel. It's supposed to be four wheels on the vehicle, but he kind of felt out of place. And Eddie was the guy to say, "Fuck all that." Blah, blah, blah. It's us against the world. We're the weirdos. We're the ones that are gonna go against the bullies. And to see him go against the bullies in season 4, that's what inspired Dustin. Because even though Dustin was the one that would always jump out, leap off the tall building first, Eddie was the one that said, I will go splat and not care about it. I don't care about the rejections. I don't care how the town thinks of me, you know. So Dustin really took that upon himself. And Eddie, like Steve, was a true, true friend. And it's not to say Lucas and Will and Mike weren't, but I think Eddie understood Dustin on a level that even those three, including Steve, couldn't understand it. So no, I agree. No one man is more important than the mission. Tell that to Captain America with Bucky.
Ooh.
He
Ooh.
gonna die. He
But
gonna die. He gonna die at the end of the year. But this is my last thing, and then my last thing, and then closing with this topic. If Dustin really had been listening to Eddie, he would have left this alone anyway.
yeah,
If he truly was for Eddie and listened to Eddie, and as you just said, Eddie didn't care what people thought of him, he wouldn't have cared about what these bullies was
right.
doing and how they was handling it, and he would have just handled his business. But
Yeah.
again,
No,
grief is
I get you.
grief, and you handle,
How
things how
you
you
got how
handle it.
you
So,
can. Yeah, it hurts,
But
man. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I agree with you 100%. Like your logic is there. Everything you said was logical, but logic
mhm.
don't work on emotions. you know,
yeah, that's
emotions take logic and throw it out the window, and it
mm,
goes on pure passion. You speak ill of my friend, I am going to hurt you in ways you never thought you could be hurt.
even if you get jumped.
Sadly, even if you get
Oh,
jumped, because
you know.
Dustin talked top shit.
He did.
He
He
talked
look.
some shit.
He got that ass whooping, and then he showed
But
up in the end. Like he didn't go
yeah,
home and clean his face up. He went there fresh off getting his ass beat at night. That night.
and
Mm.
he did hit him with, what was it, turpentine?
Yeah,
I thought
homeboy,
he
his
had
vision might
blind
be
him.
gone. His vision might be gone like the next day.
Yeah.
Might not see him no more. He might not graduate. But
He can't see.
but we see where 11 and Hopper
Mhm.
are. They are training. 11 is training for Vecna. Lisa, how did you like this training session? And then, of course, Hopper kind of shielding her a little bit of like, yeah, you're not ready yet. And she's like, yeah, let me go again. Like, how did you feel about seeing them two in this scene?
Um, so I feel like it was pretty much like the beginning of the breaking off point for them anyway. Where they had become so much alike that they need to be gone. There, you know what I mean? It's just like it's as if you raise your child and they're just like you, and you realize, oof, one of us got to go.
Mm.
I hate this kid. You got to get out of here
I don't have those feelings right now, but I'm just saying, like in general.
right
Um,
now.
yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought you said
She
I've
still got
never had those feelings. You're telling us there's room for these feelings.
she still got space.
Yeah.
No one knows tomorrow brings.
Uh,
Tomorrow. She didn't say next
One,
year, 5 years.
yep. One eight
Listen,
hundred call CPS. Yes, please continue.
no.
Mm.
Um, so I appreciated the fact that like Hopper's unwilling to let go, and we know why. We know why. Like he is kind of clipping Elle's wings, making it difficult for her, not being able to trust her. But again, if I had been through what Hopper had been through, I 100% would be Hopper. Just like Winona Ryder.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Do you
Joyce
think
goddamn Myers.
he was a bit more overprotect, like how his overprotective behavior was for her? Hold on. Do you think it was very heavy-handed this season? Him being like
yeah,
that overprotective father. You said yeah, Jason?
yeah. The beef on set. I mean, it played on screen. I know that. I knew you could tell that was beefing for real.
Rick,
Both of them was
Wait,
you did. Yeah,
you could.
wait, there
yeah. You can't.
wait, there
Yeah,
was drama on the set?
I know it was before the
yeah. You
season
mean
released.
remember for they said she wrote a letter to the people saying he was real mean on set.
Oh, I didn't
And
know.
then
Oh.
when they popped out during the premiere, they popped came out the car together hugging and stuff. I'm like, oh shit, that was beefing for real.
Oh wow. I did not know that. I didn't
Shit,
know
you can
they
see it
had
on screen. Them niggas was mad
oh
as hell at each
no, I
other.
was like, oh, good acting. But
Yeah, it was good.
all right.
It's always
That was
good to
It
beef
good.
was
with your
real.
co-star. And then like
Yeah.
if
True.
y'all on the screen, it's like, oh, y'all sold that. Y'all hate each other. Mm.
Yeah. No, no, no. We really hated each other. I didn't know that, man. Wow. That's
Well,
That's my theory.
it's more evident this in jazz because the stakes essentially are the highest they've ever been.
mhm.
Um, so I said essentially, calm down.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Steaks.
calm down,
Mm.
calm down.
This
Not
ain't
there yet.
Westeros. This ain't Westeros, Jazz.
It ain't got
And
look,
even
it
even
ain't
and
season
even and
four
even
either.
and
It ain't
even in
even
Westeros.
what? What? What?
Everybody can't land a plane.
Ouch.
Look, we know
Ouch.
they ain't
No
really
matter
landed
who,
well in Hawthorne.
no matter who they kill and how they kill them
Every
and
passenger
when
was
they
on the
kill them.
plane in Hawkins.
Yes.
Every passenger.
FAX. Facts.
Ah, Erica. We
I don't
needed
hate
more
that.
Erica this season. I
Now
feel
Yeah,
this
like
what
there
that's
wasn't
now
enough.
that's now I now okay so not to derail it, but I'm
you get.
curious how y'all feel about Holly's character and why they couldn't been Erica's character.
I can
Oh,
see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because we already had somebody. They didn't have to introduce a whole new person to the season. Now,
Uh,
Holly's
I
been there
under
the whole time. I'm sorry to cut you
yeah,
off. It's just a different
she
actress.
So when I
yeah.
say there's a difference between being there and her presence being felt throughout the entire season. It almost felt like, because they always introduce somebody new and
hmm
they bring them into the fold, into the little friend group. They typically get killed when they do this. But they bring this new character, or they bring the character. Holly has been there. But I felt as if Erica could have been that character as well. That she could have been the person that, because Holly never went along with it. So why couldn't it have been Erica? They end up splitting Erica into two people. They split Erica into Derek and they split Erica into Holly. Both of them
hmm
characters as one is just Erica.
I'm not going to disagree, but I am going to ask you, can you see Erica in that scene where that little shooter called her a bitch and pushed her down them steps?
Hell no.
She would have been. I mean, she would have. I mean, Holly was fighting, so
She
I can
was,
see.
but
I can see Erica fighting. Now,
Jason,
Erica may be
No,
a bit too
Jay,
old.
listen.
Are you saying because she called her a bitch? Like I'm gonna be upset because you call her a bitch?
no. I'm saying, do you see Erica in that, like the way that they was jumping her? I'm sorry, I don't see Erica getting jumped like that. It's like
Erica looked like she throws hands for a living.
Yes.
I can see
And
But
her
I
they would.
mean
beating
It
it.
would.
their
But
ass
it would
before
have been.
trying to leave.
But it would have been 11 niggas jumping her, so she would have got jumped. Everybody go.
You know
Dustin
what?
got. We seen Dustin get jumped. I mean, what? Everybody
They
Here's
was
the
was
deal.
jumping.
football players though. Like them kids that was
Yeah.
jumped to
Basket. That
Holly
was
were
basketball. They were
they were
basketball players.
Yeah.
athletes. I
But
like
again, Erica versus 11 of them kids is kind of like one gorilla, and I'm not calling her a gorilla, versus
Then no,
100
then we
hippos.
gonna leave it alone. So now what we gonna say? They would have to be the same age as Erica. We wouldn't put Erica in the room. We couldn't just replace one for one because Erica
That's
clearly
true.
older than
Erica was
Holly.
what? She was like 2-3 years older than Holly, I think, or
Yeah,
Exactly.
maybe
she,
a
That's what
she was
year,
little.
a year or
So
two older.
it
Yeah,
would have to be people of her age because Derek was the same age as Holly, and then
right.
Yes.
Derek's sister was Erica's age.
yeah.
So it would
Yeah.
have. I'm looking at a group of her people as
Hmm.
opposed to a group. But I understood why he went for the kids too, though.
Vecna would have had a difficult time trying to get Erica.
I'm
Oh
I
telling
my
don't see
God,
Erica
was
talking to nobody that's not there. I don't see her having an imaginary friend.
no,
like
I
Erica,
don't think.
listen, Holly was strong, but Holly was unsure of herself. She had doubt, she had to be built up. Erica
Yeah,
never had that. And for them to kind of make her do that this season would have gone against what we know as the character. It would have been too out of pocket. It wasn't established before. There was no specific loss that would have shook her foundation or
hmm
who she was to
But that's
explain
the but
her
that
being
but
able to
that
fall.
but that's the that was supposed to be the genius of Vecna. Vecna is supposed to be able to see what shakes you to your core, what fucks with you,
Vecna is
what
not
messes
it,
with you.
Jason. No, Vecna, no. When you weak minded, sorry to say it that way, but when you're a little bit more susceptible, emotional, traumatized, you are more open for Vecna. Vecna wants a vessel that's easy moldable, not one that he has to break. It needs
I
to already
agree.
have a little crack in there somewhere. That's what I've noticed with him and his victims.
Yeah, yeah. For the most part, everybody else was
Now again, if
already
he was
dealing with
it, then
something.
I'll be with you. Like, yeah, it'll find a way to break her. But this is Vecna, not it.
Oof.
Mm.
Let's not talk about Penny because Vecna ain't touching Penny with a 10-foot pole.
no, but I don't think
Why are we
Pennywise could
comparing?
kill
Why are we?
Erica.
What you
Wait,
said?
yeah.
I don't think Pennywise could kill Erica. I think he'd take himself out. Can someone please shut this up?
No.
Erica would curse that poor clown and drag him for filth.
And
I,
that's
He would
I,
the
have.
it's the facts.
He would have ate her. He would have ate her face.
and it
Oh
would have
my
given him
God.
indigestion. It would
Jason,
have
you know
given him
what?
indigestion.
No, Jason. He would have spent his entire time in that season when he's awake trying to break her, wasting time. By the time
Yeah.
He would have
by
definitely
the
hit her
time
with
he
them
broke
dead
her,
lights.
by the time he broke her, that could have been
That's
20
what it
years
would
of
have
that.
been.
Yeah.
He
He
would
would
have
have hit with
definitely
them.
did it.
He would have dead like her ass a long time
No.
ago.
No.
He would have did the little dance.
Oh
I got a
yeah.
dead like this one.
This one got to go quick.
Mm.
But
And oh,
oh,
okay.
go
I was
ahead,
just gonna
Anthony.
say how much she's grown. Like I'd never put it in my mind that all these kids, well, they're not kids anymore, but when they were kids, that they were gonna grow so much. And again, because of those huge breaks between, season 3, season 3 to 4, 4 to 5, they shot up like weeds. And when they showed Erica for the first time, I'm like, okay, one, Tyler Perry wig, it's gotta go. Two, you have grown entirely too fast. Like you are grown. I think she's what, 16 now? Maybe
Right? Is
15,
she?
16.
She was older than that.
Oh man, okay. Because I saw a video with her and Caleb. They were doing Stranger Things trivia.
I think she's
Mm.
like 18,
And
right?
she's wait,
What?
Erica's 18? The
Damn.
young lady, the lady that plays Erica? Oh my God.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. And I had said that before. I said, man, this girl's gonna grow up to be a problem. A
Yeah.
problem. And well, I'm right. Because for that red carpet, I was like, girl, you are just 15.
Mm.
But now if she 18, oh my goodness. Run,
I,
girl, because every rapper gonna try to holler at you.
She's 19. She's 19.
Oh,
mm.
even worse.
Well, Hopefully we'll get her in more projects as well. I'm
Hmm.
hoping like everybody from this series is able to get in future things because they are all very talented.
Hmm.
But
But
Jason,
hopefully not typecast.
yes, let's hope they have good agents to where they will not be typecast. But Jason, you mentioned since we were pretty much kind of touching on Holly, how did you feel about her being the new Will of this season, getting snatched up and kind of being the one that they have to go save?
Mm. I enjoyed the character. I enjoyed what they, gave to her. She definitely had to deal with, I can say she had to convey a lot of big emotions. Just based on the scene, that she was dealing with her mama, and you talking about they made her the wheel. They made the what's that? Mike and them parents, the new Joyce, because mama was drunk, like out of her mind. Like, I don't know what was going on with her. She was like tripping.
She was
Wait,
about to take a bath. And like normally when you running yourself a bubble bath, you got your wine and you just like, I'm about to chill my husband outside playing golf.
You forgot the
Hmm.
argument before that?
What you
She was
mean?
drunk. She was
uh,
drunk during the argument that she was having with him. She was all in his face. Like, that gave me Bobby Brown Whitney vibes when I was watching it.
no.
Yeah.
Okay. No, the issue with Mike's dad has always been complacency. He's too complacent. He's too passive. He doesn't notice, which is why season three, Billy almost got that ass. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, "Whoa, let me pull back, come to my senses, and walk away." Okay,
Hmm.
and you know, think about like I didn't see no change from that season to 4 to 5 with her and hubby. So
Right.
that line makes sense to me.
But also think about it. They were high school lovers who
Yes,
became husband and wife. They
yes,
didn't venture out. They
no.
didn't go and find,
They didn't have
their
whole
daddy didn't
faces.
exactly. Their collarbone wasn't showing.
Oh my
It is their biggest problem. And the thing is that
If y'all don't think them
they,
white folks went through a whole phase, y'all crazy.
well, it might have been a key party whole phase, but um, again, it don't show that they've lived a life that they've always just been in Hawkins.
yeah.
And that's as far as their imagination and their drive and ambition was going to take them, you know. And even in what was it, episode 8, when they went through Henry's
Memories.
memories and
Hmm.
they were at the high school and they had, oh yeah, that's Joyce and so Harrington, Steve's dad, walking down the hall together. And then she goes, yeah, and in that room, Mr. and Mrs. Will are making out. And then, they keep it moving. So it
Hmm.
just basically said, yeah, you know, it's that whole story of Jack and Diane. And this is what happens when real life sets in. He's got a 9 to 5 job. She's a stay at home mom. Yes, the wine will flow because she's trapped. She's trapped in a loveless, not say a
Damn,
loveless mess.
Anthony. You
Loveless.
feel like trapped.
She's trapped. You're
Anthony, I
not
wouldn't
gonna
say
drink
loveless.
if you have.
I would say again, I'm telling you, complacent. They've been together
Okay,
so
all right.
long that
It's a
they like,
complacent. It's a very complacent, vanilla marriage. I need to drink in order to at least have a little bit of livelihood. Now, when you're drinking with bacon and eggs, we got a problem. At least she
That's
drank
just mimosas.
after the
What you mean? What? Nah.
wine, wine
Oh no, not wine. But if it's some champagne and some orange juice, I
or
think that's
juice,
fine.
right? Yeah, it's a brunch. It's Sunday brunch. Let's twerk on the tables. But Honey Child was drinking
As
vino.
long as that turquoise smell good.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Um.
God.
Oh yeah. Freaky ass nigga. But
Freak, you just walk past, you be like, oh.
He is get out the house.
Do we got
go
some wipe? Do
go
we
now.
got some wipes, please?
Oh man, clean yourself. You're making a mess. But no. I see what you're saying, but Karen. She had, I don't know why I'm doing that.
Should have
Six
died.
seven.
It's fine. She should have died.
Yeah,
She
Oh,
should have
I think the
died.
Wheelers. I think the Wheelers should have bit the dust.
Met the demise.
Both of
Yeah,
them?
Both
yes.
of
yeah,
them.
yeah. Oh, the way they got eviscerated.
Yeah. They should have been
Karen's
out of
walking
here.
around with a $150 around her neck, Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is basically, if they ever did if they remade a Clint Eastwood movie where he's the man with no name and he's got from Hang 'em High, she should play the part. She's walking around with serious rope burn around her neck. That
Yeah.
Demogorgon sliced her.
And we saw it happen in slow motion.
Yeah.
It was a good, it would have been a great death. I'd have been like, damn. All right, Nancy, now you need to make sure you go avenge your
Mhm.
parents. Nope,
Rambo.
they in the hospital.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Her character development, I would say, was very good. Shout out to
Nancy
Nancy.
Nancy
Her and
McLean?
Steve. Her and Steve probably had the best character developments in this show.
In the show.
I'm not mad
Yeah.
at that.
I will say this. Since this is a show based on Dungeons and Dragons role playing games and me being a gamer, not too much tabletop stuff. Nancy was way too goddamn OP. She was overpowered. She was the tank of the posse, man. I mean, this motherfucker is the arms specialist. Like, give me a gun, I can shoot it. I know it's mechanics. I know I could break down a gun in 5 seconds and bring it back. You know, it's like,
She can
you know
curve the
how many
bullet.
times she could curve a bullet. She could. But I love Nancy. I thought Nancy from season 1 up till now, like y'all said, her and Steve had the best character development. But it was like they took Ripley,
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Connor,
Oh,
I don't know who that is.
from Terminator.
Terminator,
What?
Oh, you said
Linda
Sarah
Hamilton.
Connor.
Yeah.
Sarah
Okay.
Connor.
Okay,
Sarah
got you.
Connor.
Sarah
Lisa was about
Connor.
to judge you.
You said
Uncharted.
Oh, my bad.
really Louisiana. You said Sakana. What the
There's no such thing as first and last name. It's just your name.
That's what
No,
I'm gonna say. Like say who? Okay,
Sarah
I got
Connor.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, Sarah Connor. Every strong female action lead
Mhm.
just in a blender, and
And ju-
Nancy Wheeler is what poured out.
Mhm.
Because but also Nancy kind of was, not say a coward in the first 2 seasons. Nancy just didn't understand what the was going on, and she
Yeah.
got pulled into it. And then also she lost her best friend,
Uh,
Barb.
mm, mm,
Barb.
was it her
Barb
best
died.
friend?
Girl,
It
look,
was.
it was.
It was.
Barb was her G. Barb was
It
her G.
was.
Jazz. No.
Justice for Barb.
Justice.
Justice for Barb. Yeah.
What, it took us two seasons to finally realize Barb really was dead.
We knew she was dead.
We knew she was dead.
Oh, yeah.
Nancy
Yeah, we
didn't
knew.
know.
Yeah,
When
for her to
Vecna brought that
finally
back up to her.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Where's Barb? You motherfucker. And that was like, okay, there's the moment. She got the glow. She turned into Timac.
Not the glow. God.
She was
Yeah.
Bruce
White,
Nancy.
so,
Alright.
white people can get the glow.
Right. See, they just giving it to
I-
everybody, Jason.
Mm.
Oh,
But
excuse
She
the
does
good
not got
fuck
the
out of me.
juice. She
What?
does not got the juice.
She ain't got
She
the-
does not got the juice.
No.
You does not have the juice now.
right.
Mm-mm.
But
She shot Bishop. It don't matter.
listen.
Because that's what it felt like. Every time Nancy had a gun, I was like, okay, she is highly overpowered. You jumping out like Schwarzenegger, Stallone,
No,
on
no.
the roof.
Rambo.
Yeah, I was waiting for why she wasn't screaming with each bully. Run it to you! I'm
when,
like,
when they said who's gonna be the distraction, and Nancy said, "Oh, me."
yeah.
Hell no! I'd have been
knew
looking around like, yeah, who is about to be the distraction?
You
Let me
gotta
tell you
drop
how
some
much I'm gonna just
straws.
push somebody in the way of
Like, the way this season was going, they would have been able
Yeah.
to draw straws because they just seem to have conversations during moments where it's like, we need to
Y'all should
come
be dead.
together and hurry up, but we
Right.
have to have this long conversation.
This is where
I
Anthony would
mean,
turn it into.
Nah, Jason, nah. Holly
you gotta
and Max
in
had
some
That's exactly
now
what I.
that scene there was a bit drawn out, but a lot of these other scenes
a
you
bit.
gotta have some conversations.
It was not. I'm gonna say it was a lot more than a bit drawn out. Like it was a lot.
Oh man, the memes around that scene was
Yeah.
freaking
But
They
hilarious.
was they was potting down there.
It.
They was
but you
potting.
know that is a play on those old 80s horror films. You know, where they're kind of freaking out and devising the plan, and the killer really is only 2 feet away from them. But the way the shot is like they're 100 yards away. You know, it's old Jason Voorhees. You know, Jason will be a mile away. You're having a conversation, but he's really just right
Right there.
behind you, right
Yeah.
there. And then all of a sudden you realize, and then you're in the safe zone.
Vecna
So
was on his Jason slash Michael Myers vibe this season.
he's a good walker. He's a
he's
he's a
a, he's a
very
did you
determined
he
walker.
ran in one scene.
Yeah, because
He was
last
trying to
season
get
he was ready.
He was
Yeah,
sick. He said, I'm sick of these damn kids.
y'all all catching it.
But
Oh man, so what did y'all feel about? Oh, I'm sorry, it's not me to ask the question. Go ahead. I was like, wait a minute, this ain't your show.
nah.
Calm down, bro.
But I was gonna ask Lisa, like, we see Max. And of course, Holly gets scooped up and she tries to run, and then she goes into the forest, even though Vecna told her not to. Vecna
Mhm.
Henry one told her not to. And then we see Max. Was this a shock and all type of reaction, or was it more so like I knew she was coming back, but I was just waiting for Max to show up?
No, I was shocked. I was shocked when I saw her. I was like, oh snap! Like I remember, like me and the children, we were like, we started hooting and hollering, like, yo, like we were like excited. That was a good moment. Um, and I know Jason walked away, but to his point about Erica, you needed Holly because Erica probably wasn't gonna go in the woods. You know what I'm saying?
You sure about that?
I'm sure
And
about it.
ain't nobody gonna tell that sassy dragon what to do.
No, but at the same time,
She is a black woman and she don't play that.
thank
And
you.
going to
Thank you.
investigate.
Exactly. No,
Mm.
it had to be Holly.
Oh yes, the curious Caucasian. Got it.
Yes.
Got
It's
it.
deep into their veins. She was just
But
like,
I remember, like, listen, okay, let me tell you, I'm watching the show. I know Henry is evil, and I'm still like, Holly, why are you going in the woods, babe? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I know
Right.
Eric wouldn't go.
Yeah. I heard a noise. It must be a clue. No, no, no. That's your death. That is your
right.
death.
Mm. But
But go ahead. I'm
no,
sorry,
no,
Jazz.
go ahead. No, what you got,
No,
Anthony?
I was gonna say I was like Lisa. I wasn't expecting it because even in the trailers, you didn't see Max much in the trailers. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, she's still in the coma. I guess, they're gonna maybe have her Lazarus moment, maybe episode 6, episode 7. But for her to show up so early and the way how they did it, I was like, all right, that is a great way to bring her back into the fold
Yeah.
and to make it look like she was I survived some of the craziest things. Like I've been through hell and and I've survived and I'm gonna teach you how to survive. Once again, very Sarah Connor in King Terminator. Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor. When Max is like, girl, bring your ass here if you want to live. I know where to
Yeah.
go. Just follow me. And I was like, Vecna's the T800. Got it.
So I do have a question. Like, how much time has gone past within the show from when season 4 ended to where season 5 started? 2 years?
Was it 2 years? I thought it was months. Because
Damn.
it sounded like Robin. Well, you know what? You're right, because you can't put that many steel plates on those fissures and cracks in just a couple of months. So yeah, it had to have taken some time. I thought it was like half a year,
I was
if
curious
not a year.
because they've been having because of course the memes, Lisa, like you said, have been
Right.
hilarious, and they're just like, how excuse me, How was Max able to graduate if she was gone for so
Yeah.
Gone
long?
for 2 years.
And I've been seeing like memes and videos of people
Yeah.
laying down and they're just like Max is in the upside down, finishing her homework so she could graduate on time. The memes have been A1 the entire time.
I think they just graduated them kids on just a y'all been through hell.
No child left behind.
Somebody
Yeah,
said
no
that the
child left
upside down
behind.
education system.
Yeah, no, because
No
Max
child.
had said to Holly, like, I've been in here for 2 years. Like, so that's
Okay.
Okay.
that was kind of the frame reference. Yeah,
How does she know how long she been in there?
that's fair. That's
Oh,
fair.
but since it's the last season, you're gonna let that slide.
Oh, hell
If
yeah.
you
And
wait. If you were anyway, if you was in jail, you would count the days
you
you was in
mark it.
jail, right?
Yeah, you would mark it.
But I
She
mean,
might
like
have marked
after
it in the cave.
I guess if you, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna be trying to. I feel like after a while, I would probably maybe I've been here for a week, maybe it's 2 weeks. I guess if you ask somebody who's been in solitary confinement how long they've been in there, they out. They're probably not sure. The reason why I say that, I've been watching Oz, so I mean, shit, they probably don't even know. So her being there for 2 years by herself, and she's been going through so many of his memories. I would think she would probably lose track of how long she's been there.
Yeah.
Because time also might move differently where she's at.
True.
It
But
could, but she probably was doing it based on what she's seen and what she knew though.
Or
could
she
you
could have been in
elaborate?
prison marking it on the cave.
Yeah, I
That's what I'm
know.
saying. Like you, because time is relative to you. So whatever she felt time was for her. So if she seen it went from dark to night, she can mark or tally or whatever. It's not hard to keep up with
But we
time.
don't also know that it went from dark to night either. And we
That's what
don't
I
know
said.
if there was
That's what I said.
weather.
It's based relative to whatever she thought.
So she might have said, I've been here for 2 months. But then Holly be like, bitch, you've been gone for 2 years.
Yeah. Is
She was
that?
in the quantum realm, is basically what we're trying to figure out, right?
You see, you talk
And a rat came in and released her.
Jazz talking about you gonna let her say it. Why the fuck was they keeping her alive in the hospital that long?
Oh,
That's a better question. If we want to talk about something for real, that's the better question.
so
Somebody
you
in the
wouldn't like keep your kid.
Yeah, her
I-
She
vital
was
signs were still
Jason,
good. She
she
wasn't.
wasn't on life support.
Yeah,
she
her
was in a
vital signs
hospital.
were
In a
good.
coma.
Who was gonna pay that
Jason is
bill?
like, who's paying that bill?
It don't
Your
matter who
mom.
to pay that bill. You know they have
It's
coma
the it's
patients
the
in there
it's
for years. They have a coma wing where they have people who are in comas for years.
So this is in the 80s. So
Mm.
I'll say in 2026,
Mm-hmm.
probably not gonna be on that bitch for no 2 years. Somebody gonna be like,
Then that nigga got two. Then they got 2 weeks. If he don't show sign of life, pull it.
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Look,
Jason. She's not on
Jason
life support. She's in a
support.
coma.
Yeah,
She's
see, y'all
sleeping.
talking
Different.
y'all talking about her. I'm talking about auntie, my grandma, any of
Oh
them
damn.
people.
Oh
Y'all
my God.
got 2 weeks.
Okay,
So
look,
I,
Obamacare doesn't exist anymore, so
But
Jason is
you
right.
actually, Jason, you can't pull a plug on somebody in a coma.
Oh, we should have so I could just leave them in the back and leave them in my house and they could just sit there and just
no,
sit
they
there.
need the machines. They need the machines.
Why?
It's breathing for them. Aren't the
No,
machines
Why?
breathing for them?
no.
No, no,
That was
no.
just her heart rate.
Yeah.
That was
She was
just
Okay,
a
just
my
that
ass
was a
could have
heart
been at the
monitor.
house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. She's in a coma. She's not
Yo,
on life support.
you know how much
But
that
wait a
room
minute.
costs?
Yeah,
Yo.
but again, here's my thing. Where was her mama and daddy?
Oh, I know that
So,
answer. I know that answer. So I saw this before we started recording. So the actress
Okay.
Jennifer Marshall, who played Max's mother,
Mm-hmm.
she came out and said, I had cancer.
Oh.
So but during the time the show was filming, her cancer was in remission. And so she was hoping that shooting would
They
have
will call
helped
her.
her obtain her health insurance through the union, but they didn't call
Oh.
her.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, which is like that's really fucked up. But
What then?
no, not Jason. No. It's like why we need her
What?
mama? Like they took
Yeah.
Max woke up out of a 2-year coma, and then
Where
they
my
said
mama
we
at?
gonna roll your ass to this mission over here. Like you didn't. Her mama probably was like, where she at? Imagine your kid been in a coma for 2 years. You ain't gotta pay nothing because That the bed ain't costing nothing. And she just go into a mission. Don't nobody tell you nothing. She wasn't at her graduation. There was definitely scenes where her mother showing up would have made sense.
Yeah, but Jason already pulled the plug.
Yeah,
Do you remember my mama in season 3?
her mother was in season 2 and 4.
2 and 4? Oh, she wasn't in 3.
Yeah. No.
Wait, no. It was 3 because Max wasn't in 2.
Well, but from
No,
this
Max's
post
introduction was
says-
3.
Well, this post says season 2 and 4, and it's the Screen Thrills Instagram.
No, no. Max wasn't 2 because that was when they went. They
wasn't
just
2?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
For free.
Okay, yeah, because 2 was Ghostbusters, 3 was the mall.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yes, because her
Two
brother
was
died.
the introduction. Yeah.
Spoiler alert: her brother dies in season 3 because he was possessed by Vecna.
Right.
Yes, and we had him for 2 seasons.
We
So
had
yes.
2 seasons. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, damn, that's messed up. But Jason,
Okay.
like, we ain't need her mama. I mean,
Pull the plug.
honestly, I think we only really needed her mama at the graduation. Perfectly honest with you, because
Mhm.
there was a lot going on with the whole hospital thing for us to have to explain to another adult, catch
Right.
another adult up. It would have just slowed things down and taken the focus off, like Mike's mom and them who are really coming to terms with what's going on and everything's happening and everyone's divided here over here. But it been too much.
I mean, they've been introducing people this entire season, though.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people in this.
I don't know why Vecna didn't take over them the other 3 niggas in the group, because all these niggas was holding on to secrets and shit that they wasn't telling people. There's no way we in season 5 and people they mama and daddy still don't know they've been running from a demon.
Like, how
Just
do
out here just
y'all not
picking them
know
up and-
nothing about this?
Whoa.
Robin family don't like her.
80s. It's the 80s.
What they
Suspension of
mean?
disbelief in Goonies.
I'm the only not 80s baby sis. So what y'all got?
Listen, kids had a long leash in the 80s.
We
That
was
much-
outside. We was
that
in them
much I know.
streets.
Mm-hmm.
But
We
I
were
mean,
drinking
y'all,
hose water and neglected.
You
Latchkey
got
kids.
you got threatened if you
But
wanted
you-
to come inside the house.
but y'all almost, like, these kids almost died like 4 different times.
Do they know that?
Jazz.
Do the
Jazz.
parents
You know
know
what?
that?
We
That's
played
crazy.
tackle football in the street.
Anthony,
We
they
lived
were
wild.
being chased by creatures with no faces.
And we
Yes,
were being
yes,
chased by
yes.
crackheads with no teeth.
Which one would you rather get chased by today?
Neither.
But if you had to pick,
Neither.
you gonna say a
I mean,
crackhead. You
a
ain't gonna
crackhead.
say no demi dog. You're
No,
not
no.
gonna sit up here and lie and be like,
No,
oh, I don't
no,
mind
I'm
being
saying
chased by a demi
crackhead.
dog.
No.
Have you
no,
ever
no.
smelled a
I'm saying
crackhead?
Well, if you're running from them, I hope you're not close enough to smell them.
Listen,
Girl, they
listen.
stink, baby. They stink. The funk comes before them. What
What
are
you
you
think the
talking
demi
about?
dogs smell like?
Anthony, you throw something, distract them, and leave. What are you talking about?
Girl, you don't know Louisiana crackheads.
You know what? I don't.
This ain't Philly. This ain't Philly. Y'all have logical crackheads. We got do or die crackheads. They do. They pop lock. They buskers. You know, they do a lot. Here, they just hunt. They just hunt. But it's meth heads now, so they've graduated. But yeah, would I have a demigorgon chase me or neither? They're both shaped the same. Long, gangly, and just stank. So,
Jason, which one would you rather chase you? Since Anthony is saying neither, he's not even selecting an option.
I'm fat,
Yeah,
girl. I
bro.
ain't got time to run. Leave me alone.
Probably a crackhead. I ain't got time because at least I may have a fighting chance. You know,
They may see a TV they could go steal before they chase you.
I might have a fighting chance with the crackhead.
That demi dog coming
Why-
after you.
Why are they
Yeah,
chasing?
but
What you say, Lisa?
Why is the crackhead chasing me? What I got?
A cheeseburger.
I just do that bitch. We done. I'm saying.
But here's the thing, though. Unlike a demidog, you saw what happened when Lucas kicked the shit out of that demidog. Lucas had the strength of Thor with that kick.
Mhm.
You can't do that with a crackhead.
He was
They
about to
gang.
get fucked up with them kids when they had him in that tunnel on that dog. Well, it wasn't a
Yeah.
demi dog; it was just a regular demi.
There was a demigorgon.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, man. He's been the punching bag for this series.
Lucas.
Lucas has been beaten up this
Mm.
whole series.
Mike,
Dustin got an ass whipping,
Mike don't
but
really
Lucas
get his ass beat that much, does
no,
he?
he
Oh
don't.
no. Mike is a master manipulator. Oh
Yes.
yeah, Mike is a master
Talk
manipulator.
about it.
That nigga Mike was boy. Mike, I don't know. Max might be the took the cake though. Max may
Mm.
have taken the cake though. Yeah,
But if you
she definitely finessed Holly into helping her escape, only for Holly to not
yeah,
be able to escape.
wait,
She was
wait,
like,
that was so.
she was like, wait. I'm sorry. This is
You
for
can't come with
me.
me.
You got to figure out
So
your own way, bitch.
did
What you
anybody else
mean?
laugh? That scene had me dying. I said, so wait a minute. We got to your door.
Whoa,
I gotta go
ma'am.
find mine.
But you know what's crazy though? If you think about it, again, you go and look at it as Dungeons and Dragons. The dungeon master does not get involved in the fights. That's Mike. That's why
Mm-hmm.
Mike never took no punches, never took no blows, nothing. Mike is the dungeon master. He is the
Mhm.
one that goes, "Hey, you see that son of a bitch over there? If you roll a 12, you got him. You
Mm.
right there, you roll the fucking 12. No, no, no. You got this.
Mm.
I'm just gonna sit back." Mike is the watcher. He's just
Mm.
watching shit. And he let you go on that mission alone and weaponless because hope will get you through it. Trust me. That is Mike.
He's the
And
watcher from What If.
he is truly
Hmm.
the watcher. He is the Watu of Stranger Things.
That's crazy.
Nancy knew not to give his ass a gun. You know
Man,
what I'm
fuck
saying?
that. That was some
But yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
She out here with 30. She out here with 30 guns, shotguns, AK-47s,
You
He
can't
would
shoot them all.
grenades.
he would have tripped and shot himself. I just know
Oh
it.
yeah. He a
I
cheddar
just know
Bob.
it.
He
Mike
didn't.
is cheddar Bob of the crew.
He didn't know that. He didn't realize he had a flare gun.
Exactly.
Like,
You.
yeah,
And
no, you don't need no
Thank
gun.
you.
Who would
yeah.
until you fucking look at the motherfucker like, wait, what? This ain't a
And
gun?
but Lucas saw it just by a glimpse. He goes, "That's a
Yeah.
flare gun."
You
You.
familiar with a gun? You know it's a gun in your hand versus a
You
flare
know you
gun.
got a
Like,
handle.
nah.
She gave him a whopper, not a yapper. Why are we doing this? You
I get
know?
it. Mm.
But she understood the assignment. My brother is not built for this.
Mm-mm.
So I have got to I'll satisfy his curiosities. Here you go. It's got a trigger, it's got a handle, and it's got a muzzle. Good luck. I got a gun. Bitch, you got a flare gun.
Right. Lucas laughed at him a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah. So we haven't talked about Vecna Henry one and his
Mm-hmm.
bad bitch makeover and
Oh,
the details in him. Like he got on some of that upside down Ozempic and he showed up like, yes, I am that. I'm not gonna lie, the design of Vecna this season
yeah.
was a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. But do y'all
Really?
think that it added more details and added like creepiness to his character? Or Anthony, were you not
I,
impressed?
I'm not saying I wasn't impressed. I like the look.
Mm-hmm.
I think Henry the human was a lot creepier than Vecna the walking twig.
You do see the emotions, and the actor
You
that
see,
does play it.
yeah, he plays it well, even with the makeup on. I,
Mhm.
I applaud that. But when he was just Henry or Mr. What's it, even when he was nice, he was like, y'all should never get in the van with this man.
Yeah.
He got some things with him. He's touched. His soul must be blessed. That is the devil. And I liked how he can turn it off and on like that. That's the signs of a good actor too. When you can be nice and friendly, and then I will cut you, bitch. And then you're like, sir, you served me blueberry pancakes. Now you want to kill me? So yeah, I liked Vecna. It was very cool. I kind of like his design before he became a walking vine,
Mm-hmm.
where he still had,
A
you
stomach,
know,
a
stomach,
torso.
yeah, like flesh in a torso. He was a little bit of human, a little bit of what the hell are you now?
Mm.
I always did like that. But when he went full Riri, it was game over. I was like, oh, okay. And I like he had one big hand and one
Yeah.
strong hand.
Right. Jason, how'd you feel about his design?
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
I like the introduction of him last season, was dope, but also the introduction they brought him in on episode 4, was super dope. I know they said they kind of not emulated, but they kind of wanted it to be like
Welcome
damn,
to Dairy.
no, Darth Vader.
Thanos. Oh, Darth
Oh,
Vader.
Darth
okay.
Vader. It was Darth Vader in Rogue
Oh,
War.
Rogue
And
One.
if you've seen that, you know
Yeah,
exactly
Yeah.
what that scene
yeah.
meant, and it was definitely similar. I definitely think the top of this season was super strong. I think the back half wasn't as strong, and just based on what he did in
Mhm.
that episode, um, I felt it should have been there should have been more consequences for the end of the season. However, if I think about Super Mario, whenever the person begins to retreat, they actually are getting weaker. They're not getting stronger. So it makes more sense if I look at it in that light as opposed to the other light.
Okay.
Mm,
Like
okay.
as you start fighting them, they have the big bar, and then
Mhm.
as the bar goes away, um, they're dying, but they ran away. They got stronger in one aspect, but their health is still depleting at the
Right.
same time, type of thing. So yeah.
Not with Nancy.
Nah, Nancy was at 10 the entire
Na-
time.
Nancy
But
was playing. Nancy was basically you playing GTA with God mode on.
Yeah.
That girl did not. Did she have a cut, a bruise? Did
Uh,
she get a strawberry?
I
Did
didn't
she
s-
get like a splinter?
I didn't see nothing with her. Robin got an injury in her eye. We saw that at the
Right.
end when they was driving, but I didn't see anything
Yeah.
with Nancy. But
Nancy is O fucking P.
yeah, she's not to be fucked with. That's why she got multiple hoes
No,
in the friend group. Shout out to
that
Nancy.
is
Shout out to
that is
Nancy.
true.
But Lisa, how did you feel about Vecna's design this season?
So I thought his design was excellent. I think this is the best that Vecna has looks. And like Anthony said, I like the human Henry. Because the thing about Vecna is you see him, he's evil, he's bad. But what's scarier than seeing a monster is seeing somebody who's a monster trying to pass
Hmm.
for a normal person. That's where the horror is. I do think that Vecna was scariest in last season, season 4. That's when he
hmm
was like he's on that shit. Like he was like boom, you know. He was very scary, and especially what he was doing to the victims. Um,
Right.
so more scary then, but he looks better this season, and he got more to do. Like we got to see more range from him.
Oh,
You
it's
know.
too bright. I was gonna show y'all what Vecna looks like in the D&D books, and it's pretty close to what you see in Stranger Things.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's different variations of his,
Mm-hmm.
his power and evolution. And there's
Mm-hmm.
one where he actually has vines and it's attached to armor. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Mm.
You know them niggas said they really don't know about they really don't know about D&D.
Who said that?
The Duffers.
I don't think they probably never played it.
Yeah.
D&D is
Oh,
something you always hear about, but you sometimes you've never met a person who's played it, but you have because at one point most folks never talked about them playing they played D&D because
yeah,
it was too nerdy.
but I would think
Hmm.
if you wrote a movie or a
Right.
show about a game and that was the thing,
Not
you would
necessarily. No.
you would think
No.
You do
you would
some kind of
be
research.
No.
you would be some type of, yeah, I ain't gonna say expert, but
No.
goddamn.
No.
Familiar.
Anthony, research, yes. Jason, familiar, not necessarily. And I'm speaking to you as a writer, not
That-
necessarily.
That's kind of crazy.
And then
I wouldn't center it around something I don't know.
mhm. Yeah, but I
Mm,
guess is I guess it's a thrill. It could have been a training exercise for them for writing, but also your writer's room. You're gonna have somebody in that writer's room that goes, "Hey, Duffer Brother number one, th- this is not how D&D moves. Duffer Brother number two, you don't use regular Monopoly dice. You use, a 20-sided die or whatever, this, that, and the other." So, and sometimes those who don't know 100% what they're focusing on with their project, sometimes it's a good thing because they come with fresh eyes and they may have um a, a more rounded take on it. It's kind of like when you look at the Russo brothers when they directed the Marvel movies. Their thing was, yeah, we know about these characters, but we want to give a much wider scope on how they would react in this world. You know, we know the bases, but we're
So
not completely hardcore nerds.
that makes sense, but like to piggyback off of what Jason said, I guess even if you weren't familiar with it before writing, as you're
Mhm.
still creating this story and it's unfolding, wouldn't you want to learn about this game, I guess? Because like it's like from watching this show, it seems like it's a lot of details in it. This ain't no
Yeah.
easy type of game to just like Monopoly or anything like that. It's just like it's a lot
Mhm.
of details in this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be familiar with it. So I just if I'm and I'm just speaking for myself, I'd be like, well, let me get more details and background on this. And hell, let me see if I
Mhm.
can try to learn to play myself.
Yeah.
But
You
Well,
think
no,
they would
no.
go to tabletop nights and
yeah,
just
or
watch
something.
people play it? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah, no. Jason's thing was them already knowing it before going in, like with like having experience and all this stuff. Like not necessarily like sometimes you get an idea, you're like, "What? I want to expand this further. This idea, this concept that I have no, you know, experience with." I do that through research. I do that through like looking to things, talking to people again, who's experienced it, and go from there. So that's what I was talking about. Not that they never try to dive into it, but I'm saying like they probably never played it officially before.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And once they got the concept, start expanding and growing again with the writer's room, with writer's help, they kind of like, I'm sure they did the research. I'm
Yeah.
sure they probably even played and got more information, more and dive deeper into it. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is you don't have to know, have experience and know something to want to write about it. You have
I
to
got you.
research it and get into it. But I'm saying, like, if I've never been a child eating homicidal clown, doesn't mean I don't know how to write about one, look into it, and research serial killers and get that mindset.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
feel
that
like
makes
her
sense.
her example was like a little shady, a little bit, Jason. Like
It's a bit shaky. It's a bit shaky. We talk about something established, an established lore concept,
Why
And yes,
why
you're right. And I agree with you, Lisa. Yes, you can research. You can research Dungeons and Dragons. You don't
Mhm.
have to have played it. In my mind, though, I wouldn't make a show based around something I've never uh been into myself. I guess it's more so. Like I wouldn't like I guess that just wouldn't interest me. Like if I was to make a show about some kids and like the niggas be playing some shit that I play like spades or something. Something I'm familiar with
Mhm.
or something I would care to do. Like ain't
you're
them nigga,
not good at
this nigga did
Oh wow.
anyway. Niggas
Oh,
uh
she's right. Okay.
she's not. She's not. She's not.
Jazz, would you want
She's
Jason
not.
as your partner, your space
No,
partner?
if me and
Oh,
Jason ever played spades together, we would definitely be on the opposite side of the table. Or
oh
no,
wow.
no,
Okay.
no, we
I
wouldn't.
don't I
We
don't
wouldn't be on the same team. No.
I wouldn't, I
Okay.
wouldn't, I wouldn't, yeah, no. I want to be able to talk shit and kick ass at the same time. I can't be on the same team doing that.
Okay. Oh, I do have a quick question for y'all. Y'all would know more than me. Are the Duffer brothers twins?
No.
Really? Because they damn sure look like identical twins. Maybe I'm crazy.
I know they're from North Carolina. Gang gang.
Yay.
They might just be close enough in age that it comes off that
Yeah.
way.
Okay, because they look identical. I guess in the interview they looked like identical twins. That's why I was asking. Okay.
let's find out officially.
Okay. While you look that up,
Mm,
we
mm,
have to bring up
mm, mm.
Dr. K. Dun, 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 dun. I guess the
Sarah
second
Connor.
villain, yes,
Yeah,
of the show.
villain number two.
Some
I
people
was
are
wrong.
saying,
They
oh,
are identical twins.
I figured.
ah,
They still
Mm.
trash though.
Okay.
All right, back to you guys.
yo,
Okay.
why
I guess somebody pissing your damn cornflake.
why are they trash?
I was just talking shit.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
I got
okay.
you. I was shit.
A podcast amongst friends.
I was about to jump on that like damn right, but
Look at
nah,
Jay. Look at her. Nah,
nah, I'm
nah,
playing, I'm
nah.
playing.
We not allowing
But
that.
Messy.
what did y'all think about Dr. K? Because a lot of stuff I seen online, of course, everybody has their opinions and everything, but did y'all think
Mhm.
she was utilized very well, or was she a, I guess, wasted type of character? And I'm gonna send this question to Jason first.
She wasn't no papa. That's all I got to say.
Oh no.
Nah, it wasn't. She was. It wasn't. I would have liked her more if she was like this looming figure that that casted over the season, but she was just more like a speed bump. Like, damn, bitch,
Mhm.
move. That's how she was. She wasn't like Papa was like, God damn, this nigga is fucking up some shit. He
Yes.
changing the whole dynamic of the show. Her, she was
Mm.
just like, damn, you just annoying bitch. Move. Like she was a mosquito bite. Like, damn, Sarah Connor, you should have been dead. Go.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Anthony, what about you?
Um, I didn't find her as much of a threat. I did like her threatening acting.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was she was hardcore, but she didn't have that moment to really show why she's the heavy,
Right.
other than the only time I was like, okay, she's about that life is when she took the sergeant and just manhandled him um up against, I think it was a building or some fixture, and was telling them straight up, look, your life don't mean shit. It's about this mission. Get this thing done. Don't play with me. Because I think it was like a underestimation because they just think she's the kooky scientist. And then come to find out, she's military hard.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think she was I don't think she was utilized well enough. I think if you brought her in maybe episode 7 or 4 to show that, you know, strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Sorry, it's Bill and Ted reference. Um, just have her, there maybe debriefing or talking about stuff that Brenna did, that Papa
Mm-hmm.
did. Because here's the thing, Papa is everlasting. From season 1 to season 5, his, you know, his hands were everywhere,
Yeah.
and all of his machinations were still in effect. Even when the what was it? The erotic matter, I think is what they called it. Called it? No,
Exotic matter.
erotic. Okay, Pornhub. Excuse me.
Freak ass
Um,
nigga.
get the towel
Yeah.
again. Don't block a blessing. Um, it's all Brenner. So it's like he still has a hold on this whole thing as being the major baddie,
Right.
and she was just cast in his shadow. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, she was stuck in his shadow because he cast such a massive shadow over Hawkins. Anything she did, it was, oh, okay. Oh, you got Kali. Congratulations. Oh,
Yeah.
you killed her friends. Oh, sweet. Brenna killed a whole fucking building of people. He
Yeah.
opened up a dimensional door. He's
Right.
tortured
Yeah. So
nothing.
so Lisa, I'm gonna ask you this because you are the writer of the group. How would you have written Dr. K? Would you have made her more of a threat, or would you have pretty much kind of left her in the background, similar to what they did in this season?
I would have made her more ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
They had the seeds. They had the
Mm-hmm.
foundation. Linda Hamilton is more than capable. She was already bringing her A game, like you said, but they they didn't let her go there. I think they need to let her go there. We need to see a little bit more of that ruthless, you know, mentality that she had, capability,
Hmm.
because you got some, like you said, like, and I don't mean this like in a gender thing. Like, you have all these men following her orders. Of some of them, like, like concerned about stepping over the line, like really, like, they're very falling into line. I wanted to, like, if maybe she just kind of got mad enough to kill one of the soldiers. Like, I
Yeah.
just need just some, like, just something to really, like, you know, you want romp with me, you about to go get it.
Did it seem
You
like they
know,
was playing it safe?
Yes.
you know where she could have showed her ruthlessness? In the lab with the pregnant women. Because if one of them failed, kill it. Or, just to show really how dark she is and that her mission, I do not care about this life. I need what's in the womb. I think if she'd have like really showed some disgusting behavior, like even if one of the women woke up screaming, blah, 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 oh, she's suffering from preeclampsia or whatever, and it's all is lost, her anger,
Well,
keep it
okay.
or just kill him. I don't know.
Now, that would have been too violent for what they were going for. But,
I know.
Anthony,
I know.
your sentiment is right, because they definitely could have had where one of the soldiers is telling her that it's not taking, and she says, "Give me a new batch," you
Mm-hmm.
know, and they say, "Well, what are you going to do with them?"
Burn
And
him.
then, she doesn't, like, she finds it. She has
Do the
a
firing
certain way of
range.
saying it that, like.
Yeah. It's
I,
what
I
we
like
did with the
like
rats.
like that's why I pointed you waste management. Like something like where you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Burn the bodies.
Yep. We have a wood chopper, Jefferson. Use the imagination. Get
I
creative.
I guess with her doing anything towards the soldiers, if they were talking back or being disobedient, do you think that would have, I guess, I'm trying to think about how to word this question because we did see a lot of soldiers die in this, but
Mm-hmm.
us seeing soldiers getting killed, whether if it's from Dr. K or the demos or Vecna,
Nancy.
Nancy, did you even care that the soldiers were dying for real? It's just added to the
No,
body count because it's
yeah,
people that we don't care about. You're
Yes,
killing off
cannon fodder.
extras.
yeah, no, 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 no. You're right. Which is why when Anthony said the thing about the pregnant woman, I'm like, yeah, that actually would have been effective, I believe. Just again in a covert way, so you're not
What
blatantly.
do you think she should have taken out one of our reoccurring characters? Let's just say, for example, I'll throw Murray's name out there.
It wouldn't have mattered. So for me, it wouldn't have mattered because in that situation, the only thing it does is just make 11 mad.
Or Hopper more than
It just would
anybody.
it just would have made them because I don't think we like I get I don't think that would have made a difference. Is because it's not like Negan being introduced to the Walking
Mm-hmm.
Dead type of situation. It wasn't that. Um, and she was only really beefing with 11 and Hopper the whole time. She didn't meet the rest of the crew until the show was about to end.
Mm-hmm.
So, nah,
Do you
I
think
don't
that
think so.
was do you think that was unfortunate that she didn't really get to come across paths of our other characters until the end?
No, because she was on the I mean, because she was more mainly in the upside down the whole time. Like they was doing stuff down there. They wasn't on the surface. If she was on the surface, then yeah, maybe. But she was on up under the upside down the whole time. So
Yeah,
no,
because that's where the lab was, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
She had one of the
that's
labs
where
in there. Yeah.
the second lab. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah, because I feel like the beginning, like the first half of the show, you kind of see them, they're pretty much prepping
Yeah.
for everything. Everybody are trying to figure out, okay, what exactly is this? All the stuff that we found out the first four seasons is something completely different. We thought it was one thing, but unfortunately, it's not. So them trying to come together. How did y'all feel about the pacing this season? Anthony, I'm gonna go to you first with that one.
It was somewhat erratic. There were moments where I was like, okay, this thing is moving. And then there was some lulls. It wasn't even like a roller coaster ride. Like where the slow moments you're like, oh, okay, it's giving me time to learn, to really enjoy the character development. It was just like, oh my God, can we please move on quickly? Let's get back up so we can take that ride, that quick ride down. But it wasn't, no, it didn't hurt the show. It didn't hurt the season as much as I thought it did, but it's very noticeable how when those lull parts come in, they come in hard and they stay way too long.
Did the pauses throughout the season help that or kind of make it worse? Because we
I
got
think it
two
made it,
pauses.
yeah, I think it made it worse because now keep in mind the pandemic had one of the biggest reasons we got one of the first pauses. I think the first pause. So I think they had stuff they had written, if I remember right, and then they course corrected. And then by the time we get season 4, they were like, hey, we're focused here, we're going here. And then there was the rumors of we getting a Stranger Things movie. It was supposed to be something bigger, a much bigger situation, but
So I mean,
I don't
like,
know.
because within this season we got 8 episodes, and we got
Yeah.
the first
Oh,
4 in
that pause.
November.
I'm
Right.
sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that pause. I thought you meant the pause of the seasons. Oh no, the pause in this season.
Yeah. This season.
Um, yeah, especially when you feel like I'm gonna binge, so I could get one big helping of Stranger Things, and it flows, because you're
Hmm.
like, okay, that was a slow episode. Oh, but I know this episode is gonna bring it up. But when you in on a lull, it's kind of hard to hope that you're gonna get right back into the action and the fun again. You know, a coming out party is okay, but when it's boring, it does nothing. It does nothing.
Is there a fun coming up party?
The first half didn't end on a lull.
I got to tell you about one of my friends coming out party. It was a wonderful time. Played Sylvester and
Was
everything.
was it a surprise coming up party, or do we know that we're coming
No,
out?
it would for a few of us, it was the biggest duh. But for everybody else outside of our circle, it was really? One dumb son of a bitch said, "But you play football."
He said what?
But you play football.
But you played football. Welcome to Louisiana, ladies and gentlemen. So
Um,
yeah,
I,
it didn't hurt it, but it's
Fred,
noticeable that for me.
I don't think the pacing was off. I do think the editing was off. I think
Mm-hmm.
because it was more of a because the first pack they gave us when it ended, that was actually pretty good. I'm like, oh shit, we get into it, and I get why they do it, where they split it up, to keep the people in there and they get the
Mm-hmm.
numbers and you see what this show is bringing to it. So then, you do it 2 more times and it's just like, bro, come on, we could have, or even within, like I said, the episode 7, the way that episode 8 began could have been cut at the end of 7, and I would have felt a lot better, with how number 7 ended. But I think the way it was cut, edited, and cut was more so the issue because a lot of the intros, a lot of episodes is like, holy shit, we getting to it. And if that was at the end of the episode, I think that's what keeps you on the edge of your seat more so. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh shit, I can't wait to play this next one. This one, like Indy, like, damn, that's
That's
that's it.
it.
What you say in the last episode? Gotcha, bitch.